Hello everyone. In today's video, I want to take you on a journey through my experiences working with my first counseling client at an agency that provides services related to HIV and AIDS. I will refer to as 1010-1979. I'm excited to tell you about this journey because it's been quite a special experience for me. As I reflect on my clinical social work education thus far and goals for this semester, my key priorities are enhancing assessment and intervention skills while developing higher levels of cultural competency and empathy. This foundation will allow me to provide quality, tailored support to empower clients like 1010-1979 from diverse backgrounds on their unique healing journeys. Why was understanding how to apply empathy so crucial? Empathy became apparent as a necessary skill for understanding client 1010-1979's painful experiences without passing judgment. Being a calm, attentive listener creates a safe space for 1010-1979 to be vulnerable. Evaluations shed more light on 1010-1979's clinical problems and help determine the best course of action for her. What knowledge did I gain regarding treatment planning, assessment, intervention techniques, and engagement skills? Initial assessments for 1010-1979 using a biopsychosocial assessment and the DSM-5 cross-cutting symptom measure revealed cannabis use disorder, mild, and PTSD, necessitating specialized interventions centered on her awareness of thoughts and behaviors as well as present systemic issues. In order to improve 1010-1979's communication in triggering situations, I want to increase her distress tolerance levels and teach her in assertiveness. Engagement skills. I learned the value of empathy, unconditional positive regard, and active listening for creating rapport and trust with clients like 1010-1979. Offering a serene and sincere interaction creates a safe space for clients to discuss problems. Assessment. Comprehensive assessment, like the biopsychosocial evaluation, provide a clear picture of the client's background, areas of strengths, and clinical concerns in order to inform treatment decisions. Initial examinations for 1010-1979 revealed problems related to cannabis use disorder and PTSD. For 1010-1979, the assessments uncovered PTSD and cannabis use disorder, mild, requiring targeted approaches focused on her consciousness of thoughts, behaviors, and current systemic influences. My objectives include expanding 1010-1979's distress tolerance levels through incorporating skills promoted in dialectical behavior therapy and assertiveness training to enhance her communication skills in triggering situations. Treatment planning. Assessments are used in effective treatment planning to customize interventions that target the client's main concerns and objectives. Planning for 1010-1979 was centered on evidence-based strategies such as motivational interviewing and DBT, which targeted her awareness of her thoughts, behaviors, and present systemic factors. Intervention skills. I discovered how crucial it is to carefully choose integrated interventions depending on the results of assessments and the objectives of treatment. Helping clients like 1010-1979 process trauma, build relationships, confront cognitive distortions, and regulate emotions are critical skills. Together, empathy, assessment, planning, and implementation abilities offer the cornerstone of client-centered, culturally sensitive treatment that empowers vulnerable people on their journeys towards recovery and healing. What goals do I have for this semester? My goal is to assist clients like 1010-1979 in regulating emotions, enhancing relationships, and processing trauma through comprehensive, culturally sensitive care by developing fundamental psychological skills. Hands-on collaboration will empower vulnerable individuals like 1010-1979 on their own healing paths by meeting them where they are with compassion and adaptability. I will be more prepared to guide varied clients like 1010-1979 through challenging situations and help them achieve higher self-awareness and wellness if I have stronger basic capacities. My objective is to treat patients holistically, taking into account their needs, values, and wider environments. In order to better assist my clients, I would like to further my knowledge in theories and therapeutic modalities. I'm particularly interested in learning more about positive psychology and how emphasizing the positive traits and strengths of people may support well-being. Gaining knowledge of Carl Jung's theories, such as the collective unconsciousness, may help one recognize recurring themes in the psychology of all people. Furthermore, I want to get better at integrating spirituality into therapy sessions when it makes sense given the client's values and beliefs. Researching faith development models such as James Fowler's could help me evaluate my client's spiritual development over time. To achieve this in a sensitive and proper manner, I would benefit from reading the writings of scholars such as Edward Kanda on the integration of spirituality and religion with social work ethics. Ken Wilber's Integral Philosophy and Transpersonal Psychology also provide a framework for using evidence-based therapy while respecting a client's inner experiences. Having received advanced training in these fields, my goal is to treat every client as a whole, customizing therapy approaches to meet their distinct spiritual, psychological, and cultural requirements. My objective is to use an integrative approach to support their personal progress. In conclusion, it has been immensely beneficial for me to have worked with 1010-1979, my first counseling client in an AIDS treatment agency. It has directly demonstrated to me the value of fundamental abilities in delivering high-quality support, such as cultural competency, empathy, assessment, treatment planning, and focused interventions. Going forward, I want to keep honing these core skills so I can help a variety of clients with trauma processing, connection building, emotion regulation, and challenging skewed thinking. My goal is to empower each individual on their own journey towards self-awareness and healing while providing them with holistic care. My ability to help clients via an integrative lens will be enhanced by further training in integral methods, spirituality and counseling, and positive psychology. Through improved comprehension and enhanced abilities in evaluation and intervention, I aspire to establish safe, accepting environments where marginalized groups can process traumatic events and move forward toward healing. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view my video. I appreciate your attention, and I hope you found the content interesting and informative. As social workers yourselves, I know you understand the importance of skills like cultural awareness and proper assessment to provide quality, compassionate care. I aim to develop expertise in these areas over time and would value any questions, comments, or suggestions you might have for me after watching my presentation. Please feel free to reach out. A diversity of perspectives is crucial for our development as empathetic, versatile practitioners. I welcome constructive feedback as well as encouragement as I continue along this profoundly meaningful path.
I am Mr. Halstead's computer. Since Mr. Halstead forgot to tell you the references that he used in the making of this video, I felt it to be only appropriate that I provide you, dear viewer, with this list. Mr. Halstead wishes to thank the following people for their research: Chapman, Turner, and Dixon Gordon, and their to integrate or not to integrate dialectical behavior therapy with other therapy approaches. Fies and Gonzalez for their A model of cultural competency in social work as seen through the lens of self-awareness. Lynch, Chapman, Rosenthal, Kuo, and Linehan and their motivational interviewing, helping people change. Rajesh, Amir, and Sajatha and their guidelines for social work assessment in mental health settings. Reed and his entry, task-centered social work. Shapiro and Laliatas for their EMDR and the adaptive information processing model, integrative treatment and case conceptualization. Tosson, Nutman Schwartz, and Stevens and their shared trauma, when the professional is personal. Weiss and Gray for their evidence-based psychotherapy for children and adolescents, data from the present and a model for the future. And, last, but not least, Yedidia for her immigrant therapists' unresolved identity problems and countertransference.